every day I wake up and I'm sick. I mean, people complain about having like a little pain or something, but to me, that's normal. I wake up in pain, I go to bed in pain. I feel like crap all the time, and I'm afraid I'm never going to feel normal again.
Cognitive issues, so I went through a period of time where it was difficult to speak properly.
I'm afraid that I'm never going to be healthy. It's been 9 years. I was 11. I'm almost 20 now. I don't know what it feels like to be healthy anymore.
I couldn't read or remember things that I was reading. So I'd reading, like if I was reading a sentence, I could only see one word at a time. Like I'd be on this word and I couldn't remember the previous word. So I had those sort of things, memory loss, those kind of things.
It's dying to me. I feel really sick. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, I feel lightheaded. I feel like I'm going to throw up, nausea. I can't eat.
If someone is in that much pain, there's not really a lot you can say.
So why are you still sick? Why were you out of school? People just don't understand how bad it can actually get, and that's what bothers me the most, I'd say.
Lyme disease is a bacterial infection caused by the bite of an infected deer tick.
And people present with all sorts of different symptoms, pain, fever, fatigue, brain fog, neurological symptoms.
If it's not treated immediately, it does become a bigger problem.
Just generally, I just don't feel good. It's not something you can really describe, it's just you don't feel right.
It began to become clearer once the diagnosis was formalized that this was an explanation to a lot of the symptoms that she had been suffering from.
But everything felt off balance, out of alignment.
It pretty much knocked me out for the first few years I had it. I was out of school for 4.5 years, pretty much. Homesick, I could barely move, I was stuck in bed.
It can't be that bad. It then slowly became worse and worse with me actually seeing the symptoms.
My friends, almost all of my distant friends, I didn't talk to anymore. Like I'm not friends with them now. Like pretty much, I got sick and that was it. And when I got sick, my close friends, I didn't really have any close friends at the time. I mean, I was 11, 10, so pretty much it was just my neighbor who was my close friend, and he was there with me pretty much the whole thing.
During the early stages, it wasn't too bad because I wasn't sure how severe it was. But during the later stages, where it started to get worse, it took a toll on me physically, emotionally, mentally, because it was all you thought about. Your best friend's going through something and you can't do anything because medicine has to help him.
Family, for a long time, didn't think I was actually sick. They thought I was just trying to get out of school and whatnot.
Basically what it made me feel that when his family wasn't helping him, really just kind of angered me a lot, because your family's supposed to be there for you thick and thin. They're your lifeline.
After having been through dozens of doctors and 24 treatments, you learn to roll with the punches and just offer as much support as possible.
If there's a lot of worry by a parent because of the financial cost of treating the condition, well, the person who is sick with the condition is going to have those exact same worries. They're going to be in that energy as well.
As much as we can, we do. And, we'll worry about paying for it tomorrow, but we'll do whatever we can.
Eventually, the medication costs and everything started catching up, and then finally our insurance dropped Horowitz. So then we had to start paying out of pocket, and that's when it got really rough.
You have to do what you have to do. And when it's your daughter, you don't even question it, you just do it.
It's one of those things where, like, if you can't sleep at night, that's what you're thinking about. Thinking about, is he gonna wake up tomorrow? What's gonna happen to him? What are these meds gonna do to him? Like,
I think I was on the dosage equivalent to that of a 300-pound guy, and I was like 14. So I was on a lot of medicines.
we're holding out hope on the treatments that she's receiving, but we know that she will continue to have this disease for the duration of her life. So what you mean by chronic is it is a lifetime illness, and she is currently suffering from it.
But it's the chronic Lyme patients that have a history of negativity, of negative emotions.
A prolonged period of symptoms which has really no end in sight.
I think the lack of recognition or slow recognition of Lyme disease is a serious problem.
Lyme disease is a growing epidemic in America for a lot of reasons, and there's some theories out there.
We don't know when or where it's going to stop. It could continue to expand for a long period of time.
There are a lot of political shenanigans. There's a lot of ignorance. There's a lot of misinformation, and clearly there aren't the types of efforts in research and understanding of Lyme disease that we certainly would like to see.
Teach the doctors more than anything, because I mean, you can teach a person as much as they want, but they can't go prescribe their own medication. You have to have someone who's willing to treat them and knows how to treat them, and I think that's one of the big things. So I don't think it's a matter of PSAs or letting people know. I think it's about teaching doctors.
And it didn't really affect our relationship. It probably brought us closer, because then it's like a thing, like my best friend has this disease that makes him shitty feeling and all this, and it drains his life pretty much. So it kind of made us closer, because I would be there every day and I'll witness what he goes through.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I did. I just kind of got through it. There are points where I wanted to give up. There are points where I tried to give up. Other than that, I mean,
The simple fact that she's losing out on her time to be herself.
really, it was just kind of, I'm not sure how I got through it, I just kind of did.
And he started healing, and his life changed, and he became a student again. He went off of disability. And I heard that he's in college now, and he's having, great years, first year in college.
Relieved that we are getting down to the bottom of what it was that she was experiencing, and a little apprehension about what there is to do next.
Right now, I actually feel the most secure because I talk to her as much as I can, and she seems to be confident in her recovery.
I feel fantastic. I'm so grateful that I was as sick as I was, because I got my whole life out of almost losing it.